Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. Today is Friday. I wasn't sure if we were going out today or not, but I got the groceries and stuff I needed for the house. So, food-wise, milk-wise, we're okay. Laundry-wise, we're okay too. I just got to wash a few things in the tub to make sure we have enough clean socks and underwear for another week or two, and we'll be all set. I always like to have extra socks and underwear anyway, so it makes sense. Always have a week extra underwear and socks on hand just in case things go wrong. You never know. So Brian K asked me last night on a serious level. He said, on the video from last night, he said, "Really, Michelle?" He said, "You know what you're talking about." He says, "Why don't you actually try to see about creating a religious organization?" And I told him the honest truth. I said, I don't know where to begin. It would be interesting to create a church, but I don't know where to start. I never thought about starting a religious organization. So that was kind of interesting he said that, because I thought about it a couple times. And if it is true that the Episcopal Church next to St. Joseph's is no longer being used, then maybe that would be the good place for another religious organization. That's if the bishop of the archdiocese that runs it wouldn't mind too much. But I'm still a devout Catholic no matter what. So, in a way, wouldn't it kind of create a bit of a conflict of interest between the Catholic Church and that church? I'll leave that up for you guys to decide, and Mother and Father God as well. I'm just going to focus on just trying to do my best to share what I know. Good morning, Krista. How you doing? Because of the stuff that Noodles discussed yesterday, and I'm only going to be very brief on this, we lost 3 subscribers yesterday. And I was pissed. Really pissed. Like I told him, I said, I gave him the transcript interview. I said, "You want to talk about this on your channel? I don't care. Here's the documents. Here's the video. You can do whatever you want with it. Since you wanted me to play it on my channel, you play it on your channel. If that's your thing. Leave me out of it, okay, pal?" Now, by the way, those you wonder is when I stick in the ads after the videos get monetized, you'll notice that most of the time I try to put the advertisements where the applause is. And the reason is that way it's kind of a good break point. Did you have Instacart a bad review? No, I didn't give him a review at all. I don't really know if I should give him a bad review. After all, it wasn't really his fault that the stairway was icy and he didn't want to get hurt. I didn't particularly blame him. The fact is that my landlord needs to put some sand and salt on those stairs tells you something. I'm surprised that Jimmy doesn't ask one of his maintenance guys to go get some sand and salt and put that on the ground. It would make the most sense.
Oh, yeah!
I mean, he's got 5-gallon pails down there. There's no reason why he couldn't have some sand and salt there so that everybody can safely get up and down those stairs in the back. That's the reason why I got bags of garbage to bring downstairs. A bag of garbage, plus a box of paper that's going to go downstairs to the dumpster. I'm not going to fall and break my other kneecap. I already got enough problems walking. So we were supposedly going to have a significant snowstorm coming up, but it seems that the weather has changed. I guess some people will be happy to hear that. But you know what? It looks like it's been turned into a giant, nothing burger. Well, how about a frozen patty nothing burger? All right. At least we know it's not going to be raining, snowing, sleeting, icy. It looks like it's just going to be overcast. I guess for some people that's a blessing.
Oh, yeah!
It's still good for the ski resorts. They can still make snow.
Oh, yeah!
They can still make revenue, and they can still give kids job working at the ski resorts. Yeah, I know. No. I put the bags of rubbish outside in the storage bin so that I can actually have Krista help me carry the stuff down, or her husband carry the stuff down safely when he gets a chance. Because during the winter time, I can't safely get down the driveway. It was a skating rink yesterday, and I wasn't going to dare walk it. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. He's got a maintenance guy that lives in the same complex that I live in, and he doesn't even ask Ray to go nice and say, go up and go down to the town garage and pick up a free bucket of sand for me. You know, one day sooner or later, he's going to get a civil suit, a tort, and then he's going to be doing lots of retorts. And he has to figure out how he's going to argue himself out of a paper bag. Well, that's my landlord for you. So, we had a good video yesterday, but I noticed that it's following the same old trend. And then I realized, hey, wait a minute, we have a spirituality section. Why aren't we sharing the video in our spirituality sections? So I took the last 3 videos and I also added it to our spirituality section. So now you can find all our spirituality videos and feature videos all the way back from when it first started. Oh, he did. Good. Thank you. Thank you very much, Chris. I'm glad to know that. Because it was so much appreciated that your husband helped. I know that the neighbors are going to be very happy, too. Because before Ray got here, Jimmy didn't plow. Jimmy didn't shovel. Jimmy claimed his hand was the problem. And I want to say ahead of time for the neighbors in the building, we really appreciate your husband's efforts. He's going to be paid on the 22nd of this month, the $70. Me and Chris are going to go to the ATM on Monday after YouTube pays me. I'll give him his $70 at that time. We already talked about it. We already scheduled it ahead of time. Aren't I Catholic? Yes, I'm Roman Catholic, Christo pagan. Oh, I try to say that in a hurry. It sounds like a tongue twister. Roman Catholic, Christo pagan. Roman Catholic. I'm a little bit of everything. I'm a little bit Catholic and I'm a little bit of pagan. Yeah, I'm a little bit of everything. So yes, I can cover spirituality safe on the Catholic side as well. In fact, seems to be dovetail nicely with some of the stuff that I was talking about. Because one video I want to do, and I think I did long ago, was I talked about purgatorium, heaven and hell. And maybe that'll be the next video topic, will be how does the other side compare with purgatorium, heaven, and hell. I'll probably bring that up. Cool news. How did the interview go last night after it played on your channel? You must have had millions and millions of viewers watching it with open eyeballs and excitement. That's all I was going to say. Oh, I heard that zombies zapped his channel into oblivion. I guess that's a good thing. Ouch. That's why I don't really go outside much. What you just said is how I busted my first kneecap. That is not how my hip got cracked, but that's how I busted my first kneecap, my left one. I fell I passed on the asphalt on my knee. But my hip problems go back further than that, a lot further. And I've been very fortunate. I have not had any new complications from my hip over the years. And I am working on trying to lose weight, which people may have realized. And if you look back at the videos of me from the early 2000s, I was kind of chunky then too. And of course I had more of my real teeth, but that was about it. You're still missing the one on the top. Yes, I was still missing the one on the top. Absolutely. That was already gone. And the teeth I got on the bottom, I'm missing two. Although with the two teeth going whoop sideways, they look like I'm missing more than two. But I'm actually still missing just two teeth in the bottom. The audit community. The audit community? What's the audit community? I understand what the concept's for. I mean, they have a whole bunch of communities that report channels, Team YouTube on Twitch, or Twitter, or X, whatever they call it these days. And they audit content. Oh yeah, that was on me see something. Let's get the panel open here for everybody. And I see I have to adjust my green screen a little bit. That's better. If I see green screen, always gotta basically mess with it. It's never consistent, because even though my studio is up at the same time, same place all the time, the screen does get moved around a lot. the state will step in. Well, the thing is, unfortunately, with the policies now enacted in most states, the state will not step in. In some cases, they should. But it is really hard to commit someone to a mental asylum because so many mental asylums are closed. And we really do need them. We still need them after all these years. They're still needed to help people like that.
Oh, yeah!
They can't fix mental health, Tiger Kitty. That's just it. All they can do is alleviate the symptoms. They can't fix his mental health. Because there is no cure for mental illness. All you can do is work through the issues, which are usually compounded issues. And I'm not a psychiatrist or psychologist or therapist, so I'll just leave that to the big guys up in their psychotherapy and psychiatry to explain that. But from what I have read from Dr. Bregan, MD, you really cannot cure mental illness. Because at this point, there is no real cure for it. All you can do is treat the condition as best you can with lifelong mental health care and medication maintenance. But, as Dr. Peter Bregan points out, in many cases, medication could actually make the symptoms worse. Now, this is from a medical board-certified psychiatrist, Google. Dr. Peter Bregan, he's on your channel, he's on your platform. Look him up. So, it's an area of care that's not really treated the same way you do with medical conditions because of stigma associated with it. Why is there stigma with mental health that does not exist with any other medical condition? I don't get this. You can have a person with a physical ailment, malady, and they can get all the care they need, and no one says, "Oh, you're not disabled. You're just faking it." But the minute you get PTSD, ADHD, autistic spectrum disorder, multiple personality disorder, other conditions, everybody says, "Oh, you don't have a disability. Park elsewhere." That is an issue, and it's an issue that the stigma with mental illness still exists, and I think it's totally crazy.
Oh, yeah!
And I know people laugh at that, but it's true. If you got a mental illness, you're just as having an ailment just like everybody else does, and you should be treated with respect. Yeah. Well, I think Zombies gave up his channel because he realized that he knew that the jig was up. He knew that his channel was not doing good. People were repulsed and disgusted with him. He probably knew that YouTube was coming to take away his channel. And he said, I might as well get out. No, well, the going is good. Save my videos and get out. Mr. Zombies, what makes your videos worth saving? Hi, Nats. Good morning. I didn't get a message from you yet about the cards or the link to get to you on Discord. I still need you to reach me. I mistakenly sent Mark Terry a link to my channel instead, but if you want to give me a link to an email, so let me post that link for you here before I forget. You still gotta get out to me about that card. Oops. Isn't the double Discord is Nightbot. So what? Post it anyway. I don't know if it's on there. I know. I see that Nightbot still got the old link, which is no longer valid, but you can try it, but the link doesn't work anymore. I was laying my head on a Discord track. Poor, pitiful me. But the train don't run by here no more. Poor, pitiful me. That's old, and that link is expired. Get to email me, got the link. Also, you can send me your coffee cards as well to Michele3@gmail.com. Yeah, I don't know. It's just weird. I'm waiting for an email back from JMac. Oh, okay. Well, let's just go ahead and email me anyway. I'll give you the Discord link. Or you can share with you and 4 of your friends. And that way you can get that. At least get back on our Discord. Makes sense to me. Why don't you do that? You'll probably get it today, Nance. You probably will get it today. Just tell them your number, your YouTube name, and I know it took like 2 days to get mine. Oh, by the way, I found out for the life insurance, it takes about 4 to 6 weeks on average for an application to be done processing. And so we'll find out in about 3 to 5 weeks now if it has been processed and approved. Good morning, Gitchy. Welcome to the show. So, Noodles, I bet you had a good time, as I said, showing us the interview on your channel. I hope your audience enjoyed it. But we're not going to cover it anymore on this channel because nobody really likes it.
Oh, yeah!
In fact, 3 people hated it so much they unsubscribed right away after that yesterday.
Oh, yeah!
That's how much it disgusted my audience. QEQ is open. QEQ is open. All hailing frequencies are open, Captain. So whoever wants to come on up can come on up. Oh, well, he's welcome to do that. And the most important thing I want people to understand is that I am extremely happy that our channel is growing and the spirituality videos are doing excellent. And I'm very happy to see that people are really engaging with them and starting to ask questions. If you ever get a chance, take a look at the spirituality playlist. There's a lot of my older content on there and featured content from other channels on there. In addition to promoting websites, I posted 3 older but still existent websites. One of Cecilia Fenn, one by Sunfell, and one by lightworkers.org, and one by the Church of Sylvia Brown. If anybody wants to learn more about the different faith systems and how they all interact together. Good morning, MJ. Welcome to the show. So, yesterday's video did get a lot of watchers after it was over. And right now we're streaming on T-Mobile, but we all know that we have not had any significant problems streaming in 720p. And you guys must like it when you're watching it on your computer or on your TV and you can actually read the side chat on the screen, because I think a lot of you really do appreciate that. We're going to still work on this channel to go for the accentuate the positive. That's the theme for this video. And this channel is accentuate the positive energies. Of the energies of the new energies coming in of positive vibration. It's time to put the negative energies of fear, doubt, uncertainty that has driven YouTube for a decade to bed. I'm so sick and tired of seeing the kind of videos on YouTube where all you have is people basically putting on boxing gloves and smashing people's lives to bits. We have a platform that we can use to bring good positive vibrations to the world. And let's do that. I mean, after all, you don't come here necessarily to watch a slime fest. And I don't come here to give you one. Positive is always best, MJ says. Yes. Isn't it funny, though, that YouTube doesn't seem to encourage that kind of live stream? It's true. I don't see too many live streams focused on the positive. Now, those that cover news streams, like news articles and things like that, they're not trying to be negative. Not like the streams where everybody tears the party down, or shreds each other, or hurts each other, or makes anyone else hurt inside. But I see our one part ended. I don't know why that happened. And we're still streaming. So let's go over to the other stream. Oh, there we are. We're still streaming again. I don't get it. Well, neither. We are still streaming now. We are. Yes, we are right here. I don't get how this works entirely either. I don't know why we ended up in 2 parts. Really? There was something going on. We're on another stream. Oh, let's type in a note there. Somehow we ended up on a part 2. Okay. Part 23. Part 2. Part. Oh. I don't know why that happened. That does happen. So for some reason, it doesn't make sense. Wait, how do we end up with part 2, part 3? Yeah, but even in part 2, it's not even showing. It says we have excellent connection. Must be a YouTube problem. Must be. Good morning, Gemini. Listen, let me just go ahead and switch over to that chat screen. And it says we are still streaming on that one. So let's go over to that one right now. And I don't know how come that works or how that does work. So let's get to. I think it's something with T-Mobile that does that. That's okay. Pop out the chat. Let's put this on the other screen. Come on. Come on. All right, so we do have the other chat going on, but something on YouTube has gone wrong. We're still streaming on Kick. If you guys are watching on Kick, you guys are still in the know. For some reason, YouTube is acting flaky. Now it's YouTube that's acting flaky. It's not me. So what I'm going to do is let me go pull up the Kick chat. Since obviously, well, actually I don't even pull it out there because Restream IO is still showing me the chat on the screen. So we see here, it's an interview that Michelle had earlier. Yes. You know, the thing is I don't know what is going on with YouTube right now. Because it's really weird. We have a good stream here. We're still streaming. But YouTube is messed up. YouTube is messed up. That's okay. Facebook's not messed up. Kick is not mixed up. X is not mixed up. It's YouTube that has dropped the ball. YouTube has dropped the ball. Go figure this one out, guys. We are not banned or blocked, but YouTube has crashed. YouTube has crashed. I repeat. The dodo had like a big giant egg in its face. So I'm gonna go watch the stream here on Kick. Let's go to Kick right now. Because it seems that YouTube has just basically shit its pants. So let me go to my Kick side of things so I can see if we're still playing correctly. Continue the link. Kick.com is certainly secure. Oh, actually, it's your ISP. Is it my ISP? It seems to be your ISP. My ISP. So my cell phone ISP has gone up in smoke. Oh, okay. Well, so we're switching over to Frontier. Fantastic. All right, so now we're on Frontier again. So we are still streaming on the other network. Let us slight change the speed. There we go. Oh, we're still online. We are online. That's weird. Yeah, it is weird. Oh, I don't understand how that works. I don't know, leave it alone. So in this case, there we go. The problem was that YouTube has gone offline, then came back online because something on T-Mobile had went offline and took down the stream. Don't you worry, guys, because we're going to be uploading our copy anyway. We have our copy of the stream, and we are up again. So we'll continue on like nothing happened. We'll upload our own local copy after this one, and we'll just delete these two. Or 3, or 4 parts, how many there is. I don't know how many parts there is. And my point is that we're still here, guys. We are still alive. We're still breathing. We're still kicking. We're still successfully chugging along. As I checked on Kick, we are back on Kick as well. Well, you don't forget, you guys, we got a war going on out there, too. A war for your mind. Remember this, you guys, I have backup plans. Remember, we got the live stream. We can always upload that later on because we're recording it locally. Just so in case. So you never have to worry about losing local copy unless we have a power failure. Don't get the guy's ideas, Michelle. You see, the truth is, nobody wants to see this show succeed. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be negative, but it's true. They don't want to see this show succeed. Why? Because this show is the no-nonsense, no BS content, and they don't like it. They don't like it. You know why they don't like it? Because it's not bad enough for them. I couldn't see your comments at first because, unfortunately, the T-Mobile internet crashed and YouTube itself had crashed. So I had to switch over to the other ISP. And given the fact that the stream is now in multiple pieces, I shall delete all of them and I'll upload the video instead as one complete video when we're done. Now we're all back on the same page again. Okay. So, most do Michelle. Okay. I sent you an email. Okay, great. Thank you very much, Nats. I'll look at the end of the show. Right now, we're back to 23 people. Woo! Cool. How you doing? Kick what you? I believe that's Pillow Pretzel Store over there. Thank you for being on there. Glad to know that things are working over there as well. And Kick, I didn't go back over there to check because when I went over there, it said offline. The good news thing about the Kick streams is they don't really end up quite as disjointed as YouTube does. All you have to do is just keep watching the channel when it goes offline, online, offline, offline, online, offline, offline, online. It's just like the freaking clapper over there. Like, really, seriously. Good morning, rapper. Welcome to the show. Now, I wonder what is going on with the internet on my hotspot. I'll check it out later, guys. It's just something that's going on with the internet. Yeah, it's kind of bizarre. I don't get it. and everyone will get it. Sometimes the internet thinks, thank you very much, Fitzel Store, much appreciated. Really appreciate the donation. It really helps with keep things working. Now, Frontier will just get the fiber optic guy out here to dig the trench, lay the fiber optic cable. Then we would have been 100% all set to go.
Oh, yeah!
But right now the ground's frozen, so they're probably not going to be able to do it until the ground thaws at the very earliest. It's kind of hard to dig a trench with a power trencher when the ground's frozen like it is. So let's see all the people in chat. Let's see who are all the participants. Sometimes I do that because see who's in here. Right now, the ones to talking are Nads, Philip Fitzelstar, Rapper, Restream, Ba, and Tiger Kitty, and of course me. It doesn't necessarily show everybody that's watching, but for all the rest of you guys who are watching, thank you for being here. I really do appreciate it. Not much you can do when your internet connection is not always solid. But right now we're on Frontier, and we got a solid green square. We're doing good. Good morning, Parasolo. How you doing today? So what we're gonna do is when this show is over, is we're going to delete all these live stream parts, and we're going to upload the complete video from beginning to end from the local copy like we did a couple days ago. Yeah, we're not going to get as many people viewing the reruns, but that's okay because we're guaranteed to get paid by YouTube. It's not much you can really do when you have technical problems like that. Except just quietly gnash your teeth and hope you don't break any in the process and bear it. In fact, that's how the molar in the back of my mouth got ruined, was because the fact is I got so mad at him one day, I just gnashed my teeth out of pure anger. All of a sudden, crack! Uh-oh. I think I got a little too mad at you, Ed. By the way, the stuff is still in my mouth after all these years. Most people don't realize that. It never hurt. It never took it out. Right now, it looks like a disaster zone in the sense that you can see where it's covered up by my mouth, my skin's going over the tooth. How long have you been monetized? Monetized since originally it was monetized when they started the monetization program back around 2015. Then I was monetized until 2017 February when they changed the terms of service and I had to have 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours. Then I got demonetized for 3 years, and then 2020 in January, thanks to Noodle's help, I got monetized again, and I've been monetized ever since 2020, around January 11th, I think it was. Good morning, everybody. How's it going? So, like I said, the thing is that we live in an age where the only thing that's certain is death and taxes. I got an interesting, exciting message today from Mother God. I was getting ready for the morning show, and she said, "You do realize that Rusty's going to be with you until he's 35 years old, right?" I said, "Thank you for the good news. I appreciate it." She says, and you got one loyal kitty cat. I mean, he really cares about you, you know. In fact, more than likely, when he finally kicks the bucket, goes home, he'll be laying on your bed, laying right next to you. And some people would think that I'd creep him out. I said, well, if he lives to be 35 years old, at least he knows he will be in good hands. Big Steve Entertainment says, welcome, Michelle. How you doing? Sir T-Mobile's internet kind of went bluey. I can't help when my ISP itself has a network crash. There's nothing I can do about that. But that's one of the reasons why we have backup internet connections. We have two. So when that clearly went bluey, I just unplugged my hotspot. We just switched back to Frontier instead. Yeah, he's a happy soul. He's a happy cat. He's got what he wants in his life. I mean, after all, his needs are simple. Keep me warm, keep me fed, keep me happy. And I know it makes you happy. Which is true, because Rusty has been a very, very pleasant roommate to work with, unlike Scabby Ed. Scabby Crabby Ed, more precisely. There's nothing more. Oh, yeah, Scabby, Crabby, Smelly, Drunky Ed. What's up with the weather? Well, in my area, we are not going to have snow of any significance for a while. It's still going to be cold. However, in February, we got more Arctic cold coming down from Canada. Where also, of course, it's going to affect your Midwest. Upper Midwest, especially near the Canadian border. It just is as it is, as it should be for this time of year. Isn't it nice that I finally was able to kick that warm front to the curb so we could finally have winter? A month late, but we still got it though. As I was saying also before we had network problems, is the videos have been doing very well. And I enjoy doing the videos because the fact is I can plan them out ahead of time. I can mentally write a script in my head. I know what to cover, what topics to cover. And you guys have been enjoying them. You guys have really, really so much loved the videos. And I'm so happy that the videos have been doing well. And don't forget to check out the spirituality playlist. I created this playlist years ago. And I had been adding videos to it. And I actually had forgotten I had a spirituality playlist. But if you get a chance, if you want to see some of the earliest videos I ever done, and videos by featured content, take a look at them. I have some videos I see that I marked private, that I may unmarked private. I don't even remember why I marked them private in the first place. But we'll unmark the videos that are marked private so that you can watch them that are my videos. Videos from other channels, I can't do anything about those. But please, be willing to take a look at the spirituality playlist if that's your thing. There's a lot of content there. And, let me go show you something else. Let me turn the couch here. Hold on a minute. This here, I'm going to show you, is a huge book. This is a huge binder of spirituality topics. And we have tons and tons and tons and tons of content. It's over almost 2, 3, 4 inches thick. Just the spirituality talks. Comments. And when I had a decent color printer, I found these really awesome pictures on the internet, and I printed this. This is Gaia, the Earth goddess Gaia. I should scan this into the computer so you can see this. I don't think I have the original picture anymore. File that. This is a oak tree dryad. And this is the same Gaia picture, and this is the same one black and white. This was printed on an Epson printer, not a Canon, I'm sorry. These are printed on an Epson printer. That was one of the best printers I ever had, and unfortunately it broke, and for an inkjet printer, that thing was rock steady, and it was awesome. And it was part of a fax machine called the M80 or M280 multifax, and that thing was totally awesome. Pictures printed beautifully on it, color, black and white. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to look through this book. Oh, this is the biggest major city phone directory. I also printed the same Gaia picture in black and white on regular office paper. So what we'll do is some of these articles, unfortunately, I don't have the original sources anymore. So I gotta find a multi-page scanner, and maybe I can scan the documents into the computer, or maybe take snapshots of every single one of them. Where's my microphone? Right there. Oh, is that plugged in? Yes, it is. Okay, cool. So we can get those books printed out so you can see that. Hello, Spitfire. Welcome to the show. Philly, I take it you're in Philadelphia. I've been there too, much lately. Yes, I am, and I'm starting to feel the exact same way. Unhydrophile likes people. You know, the funny thing is, I can't really unhide the dislikes, because YouTube will not give me the option to unhide my dislikes. Unhide your dislikes. People like to see how many likes there are. But here's the thing. Even if you see the likes, you can't see the dislikes. And if you can't see the dislikes, then the likes are bogus. Do you know why they're bogus? Because of one reason. Because if you're going to compare the likes to dislikes ratio, but if you can't see the dislikes, then how do you know what the likes to dislikes ratio is? Yeah. But like Gemini Gem will tell you, the nice thing is where she lives is they don't get hurricanes. And as far as I know, they don't get tornadoes either. At least not on a regular basis. So, why don't you want... Well, YouTube won't show me the dislikes anymore. They just give you the button, but they don't show you the statistics. Second of all, because of that reason, the like score is useless because you can't tell what the ratio is. To me, a like is like a vote. And if you don't show the people that vote against you, then how good is the votes that are for you? Because you have nothing to compare. You have nothing to compare. To contrast. And that's kind of silly. Good morning. Too cool. Good morning to you. So YouTube needs to return the values to the dislike button to make the like value of any valid good. Because that means if you got a total of 30 likes and 5 dislikes out of a video, say with 100 views, that means that, well, you might say, well, the people that did vote means that you're doing good. But it only means it only is a small substance of actually viewed the content, actually voted at all. The score is so skewed. It's not even funny. It's just better just not to show it. Because right now, they're useless. They really are. I mean, likes help with the algorithm in a sense, as do comments. So that's good. But the thing is that by not giving you the dislike score as well as the like score, it totally invalidates the ratio and nobody knows how you're really doing. Yes, they do. Because all it did was it made it harder for those of us that do want to show the dislikes and the likes. I mean, they should maybe be as an option. Would you like us to display your likes and dislikes? Or they do have that as an option. Then just add another toggle. Say, would you like us to disable the dislikes for you on this video? I would say no. Because I'm not going to show either one. But if I choose to, I should be able to show the dislikes also. It makes the most sense. Exactly. Well, at least you can comment on the videos. That's something to me that is the most important, is the comments. The comments, I think, are more valuable than either one. Because the comments can go into more detail. Oh, why is your like or dislike a video? For example, Brian K. said to me last night, he said, your video was really good. He said, you really know your stuff. He said, I'm sorry if before it sounded like I was making fun of you. You really are a smart cookie. So that's the only really major wind event you guys get is tornadoes. Of course, you don't get hurricanes because you're over dry land. So you might get some experiences of a tropical depression once in a blue moon, but that's about it. I'll try living in Connecticut. You can get tornadoes. You can get hurricanes. And yes, we do have the option of having earthquakes as well.
Oh no!
But thank goodness they're very rare. Earthquakes are really scary. Really scary. Nobody wants earthquakes. Earthquakes are so scary because they come up at any time and totally make you shaken and not stirred. But don't realize how much of a joke that is, but how serious it is at the same time. Yeah. very interesting things like that. We still want to continue to support accentuating the positive. I still want to focus on the positive energies. Because you guys deserve the positive energies. Because it makes YouTube so much of a friendlier place. Well, you're close to Yellowstone. And also the New Madrid fault line. That's scary. Because when Yellowstone Magma Dome finally breaks open, that is going to be the ELE event that is permanently going to change the planet. But then what will recover will be a new culture, a new life, the reset that we really need. Good morning, Blaze. How you doing? Okay, 1.2, not 5. Okay. Yeah, we've had 1.2s here. But you know, the thing is that tonight, what night is it? It's Friday. And we have a live stream tonight, a regular show, not necessarily music, but it's never preclude music. We have a regular live show tonight on Kick. Everyone, of course, is invited to be part of that. We don't do our live shows too much on YouTube anymore because, well, for one thing is, I don't think people really like the live shows as much. It's not that. You know what it is? You like the option of playing a record now and then. You're right, I do. So there's a rumor going on, or actually, it's a rumor. It's not fact, okay? The rumor was that Elon Musk had thought about buying YouTube. On the Elon Musk fan page, I mentioned this before, people are hoping that Elon Musk would buy YouTube. Let's be honest here. Elon Musk himself had never said he was going to buy YouTube. Elon Musk could certainly afford to buy YouTube, but Google knows that YouTube and YouTube TV is how they bring in most of the revenue. But I'll tell you what, YouTube. I think you should keep your TV packages separate from YouTube. I am not Fox News. I am not the Discovery Channel. I'm not Arts and Entertainment. I'm not the History Channel. I'm just a small channel, 1,711 subs, eking out a basic living. And there's no way I can compete with those big guys that have billions of dollars in budget. It's unfair to lump us in there with those big guys. Because YouTube content creators have nowhere near the budget like them. Sure, Linus Media Group does get a lot of money, but they get a lot of money also from other projects outside of YouTube as well. Same thing with Mr. Beast. Same thing with many other big channels. Absolutely. I mean, how many reruns of Pawn Stars can you watch every day? When I gave up my TV license, they were running Pawn Stars as marathons on the History Channel every friggin' day. I said, why am I paying for this shit? I mean, that's... I don't know if they would all disappear, but the fact is, Elon would not only be welcoming Alex Jones back to the platform, we need him back here. Because he brings in a lot of views and a lot of information. Okay, maybe Alex Jones isn't really the best guy in the world for information, but he originally brought in YouTube a lot of advertising money. A TV license, the American variation, is what you pay to your cable company every time you want to watch your TV shows. In the UK, you gotta pay for a TV license whenever you have a TV, you want to watch TV at all, because you're actually paying for the BBC. That would be like us paying for PBS with a TV license. And it is legally enforceable by law in the UK. So, in the UK, there are step penalties if you don't pay for your TV license and you're caught with a television in your home receiving TV reception, because they have TV detector vans roaming the streets looking for illegal TV receivers. I mean, if you give up your TV license, you have to show signs that your TV has been junked. No, they don't require that. Interesting. So you don't have to show that your TV's been junked, but you cancel your TV license. No, but they sure will drive you crazy if you don't have proof that you canceled your TV and you're not watching it anymore. Your UK system's a little bit messed up. I use an antenna, no cable box. Well, then you don't have to worry about a TV license. But with ETSC 3.0 and the new digital rights management system, you will still need a license to get a lot of TV channels that are encrypted with digital rights management. So in essence, you still got pay TV, because that's exactly what ETSC 3.0 allows, is pay TV channels. So you're still going to get stuck having to pay for a TV license eventually. Carolyn, you're so lucky. Because I live in the valley and my building has aluminum siding, I get absolutely zip with a TV antenna. Absolutely zip. Not a single signal at all. The one rooftop antenna on the building that used to get things over the air, unfortunately, is rusty, crusty, and I can't even get to it to connect into it. I remember, and in fact, we've shown a commercial about the pay TV from the 1960s saying, don't and support pay TV. That was a thing back then. You would have channels that were pay TV channels that you would pay for over the air. You pay a monthly subscription. They rent you a box so you could watch movies and stuff on pay TV channels, usually on UHF. Well, we're going back to that again, folks. The question is, do you really want to go through that?
Oh, no!
I didn't think so. I got one. I got a Roku. I just unplugged it a couple days ago because I didn't even watch it. But I still got a Roku box over here. And I got it plugged into my 25-inch analog CRT console TV, and it works excellent. So it's cool. I can watch Doctor Who on my 25-inch CRT console. Yeah, so do I. Absolutely, same with me. Because right now, remember, not only do I got to pay $70 to Krista's husband, but I also need to use some of that money that I'm getting from YouTube this month to buy some more interconnect cables, because I need a couple more. Because eventually I want to plug my other turntable back into the mixer as well, so we can really be able to have all three turntables online, so we can switch between 3 record players and, of course, my MP3 files and stuff as well. One thing is, I'm short some good quality cables, and I gotta get some more. Interesting how that all works out. I've had some people say that the Amazon Fire Stick and the Google Chromecast sticks are good. Yeah, they're good. There's nothing wrong with them. Whatever floats your boat. But I honestly, I'll say this right now. I think that both Google is getting to be too big for its own good, and Amazon is also going to be too big for its own good. Because if you look at what's going on, is that both are major multinational corporations. And it's kind of interesting to think about that. Gemini Gem, over there at your rooftop antenna, do you get any channels from Canada, such as the Canadian Broadcast Corporation channels? I'm just curious. Yeah. You gotta always have your priorities straight first. Hello, Mojo. Good morning. How you doing? Well, that's good. I'm glad you can get it with a window antenna. Because I live in a valley, I have to have a rooftop antenna. And I don't have access to the roof to put one up. I didn't even plan I was going to live here this long. Guys, I've been here since 2007. That's over 17 years at the same location. That's amazing to think about. I've been here for 17 years. Long time. That's a long time. You live in an apartment for 17 years. Do you realize all the rent that I paid? I could have put a down payment on the house by now. And it's just scary to think about it. I mean, let's figure it out. Let me get to a calculator here. Let's see if I think I have one online here. Yes, I do. Let me get my calculator here. Let's keep the math easy. Okay? Because we know my rent until recently hasn't changed. So let's go by this current rent, or the rent I paid for a long time, because that's the majority of the rent. So let me go to BC here. Okay, I pay $700 a month times 12 months. What's the times key? 12 months. This is a year now. I'm paying $8,400. So now, last time, 17 years. 17 years. $142,800. I could have bought a house for that price. I could have had a house by now. I could have had a nice little, at that time prices we're talking about, I could have had a nice single family ranch house with a garage. for $142,000. Until recently, that is. Yeah. Spitfire says, "Living Puzzle Blazing Leo, we do have a law against monopoly of companies. He already owns 2 social media companies. Adding YouTube and Facebook would make him owning the major players. Time speeds up. It is scary. Seems like yesterday I was 30. I wish." I absolutely understand that, and I agree with you. My days fly by like a warp speed some days. Like, often, like, I wake up, like, today, and I know I just woke up about, theoretically speaking, about 4 hours ago. But it feels like I've only been on the air for about 30 minutes. Yes, Carolyn, to be free, yes, I would have owned a house by now. If my credit score was just what it was now. Guys, I got a credit score close to 700. And now, of course, companies like Credit Karma want me to get more credit cards. I said, no. No more credit cards. I got enough of them. I mean, come on. If I had thought about that, if I had the money for a down payment on a house in cash and equity right now, I'll be all set. Also, I found out an interesting about life insurance. I want to make sure you understand this. Are you ready for this? The not so surprising thing. When you get older, your monthly premium goes up. Okay, that I knew. But here's the part I did not know. If you don't use your life insurance by the time you're 80 years old or 90 years old, depending on the state, it lapses and you get shit. You get SIP, right? So you have to die before you're 80 or 90 years old or cash out. Well, let's put it this way. If I'm alive by 79, I'm going to cash out my policy. And I'm going to give the money to Krista to hold on to or put it into a special account that she has access to take care of everything ahead of time. Yeah, I know I'd have interest in that. Well, I understand that, Gemini Gem. But like I said, 17 years ago, I was a lot younger than now. And I didn't have as many infirmities back then. So I don't know. If I had jumped on it sooner, I would have done something. But, oh well, that ship has already sailed, and we accept that. But if I was to buy a house right now, it certainly ain't going to be no mansion. It's not going to be a big, giant Taj Mahal. Probably be a very small little cottage for one. And one cat. Whole life insurance does not affect Medicaid, but term does. Well, mine is whole life insurance. And it said it takes about 4 to 6 weeks for them to get done at examining your application and approving you. So the thing is, well, no, in my case, closer to 4 to 5 weeks, because it was only just about 2 weeks ago I put in the application. So we'll see what happens. We're always allowed to dream. But dreams is what make it work. Just remember, guys, when the time comes and you cross over, you can finally live your dreams, and you'll always be in perfect health. No sickness, no injury, because you will be a being of energy. And you can look like anything you want. You can be anything you want. You never have to eat. Oh, of course, if you want to eat, you're eating energy anyway given by the Godhead, which means you'll never get fat, just like in defending your life. Well, some people like it, some people don't. Some people like living in the city, some people like living in the country. To each their own. Everybody's dream is different. It's like the World Economic Forum wants world domination. Why would you want to be the world overrulers and overseers? I don't know why. Anyone would want to micromanage the world. It seems like a colossal nightmare. Too many repairs to keep up on. Well, like I said, do you realize I talked very briefly last night about what my home looks like on the other side? It's a home that you build with the power of the imagination. They don't involve carpenters, laborers, electricians, plumbers, roofers, sheetrockers, or plastering, or stonemasons, or yard keepers. For anything you wish to be becomes poof, poof, instantly, it's done. Your house is built exactly to your specifications. And you can look like anything you want to. Poof, old, poof, young, poof, child, man, woman, whatever you want. That's the power of being on the other side. You're not limited because you're energy. Until you incarnate again on another planet or on Earth, you are totally perfect. You're an energy person. That's what makes the other side so awesome. Doesn't home insurance cover only some parts? Yeah, that covers the structure of the home. It doesn't, and usually you have a separate fire insurance policy, and home warranty for major appliances you gotta buy separately. In most cases, most home insurance policies don't cover floods. That's why you gotta buy national flood insurance in the United States. So when you add that in, plus city, town, and county taxes and federal taxes, it does get very expensive. Well, I can't wiggle my nose, but the point is you don't have to. Anything you want to happen, because you're on the other side, will. You can make anything come up. Anything. You want to make the most delicious steak dinner? No problem. Just wish it, and it is. You have a steak dinner. You can eat all you want. You can eat equivalent to billions of calories a day and never gain an ounce. That is the cool thing. Because what you're really doing is you're eating energy from the Godhead. Because Father and Mother God sustain you with energy. Because you're an energy being. Until you incarnate again. That's the nice thing about the other side. There's no sickness, there's no illness, there's no mental illness, there's no fat people, unless they want to be fat. There are people that want to keep their fat look. Some people like it. That's fine. Yeah, some people like to look fat. But, the thing is, you can, it's totally awesome. And you got free will. Real free will on the other side. You're not tied in to just a couple choices. Your choices are infinite.
Oh, yeah!
You can do anything. You can be flying high in your taxi, taking tips and getting stoned, and no one would give a damn.
Oh, yeah!
Home insurance leaving Florida in droves. I think they'll start leaving California well. Which means that more likely most homeowners in Florida are going to have to self-insure their homes, meaning that they're going to have an account just to cover repairs. And that will really be devastating for the state of Florida and California because people cannot afford to keep $100, $200, $300,000 in a bank account just to cover repairs to their homes. That's what insurance is for. That's why insurance was created. That's how Lloyd's of London got started, was to protect mercantile shipping from pirates and shipwrecks. Because the companies needed help underwriting the cost of the shipping of the cargoes. And then insurance just got spread into everything else, including medical insurance. If you self-insure yourself medical insurance-wise, you have to figure out how much medical coverage do you really need and put that money in the bank in a special fund just to cover medical emergencies. And most people in lower incomes cannot afford to do that. Good morning, Tony. Hello, everybody. Tony, did I actually ever give you another? I think you're still on my Discord, but if you did not, if you're not on my Discord anymore, because some of the old people were kind of deleted out, if you would like to get back to me and send me an email, I'll give you back an invite to the Discord in case you didn't, are not still there. I can't check that right now, but I still would love to see you on my Discord. It's just that the people that you weren't engaging cleared a lot of accounts out, including NADS. And so if you guys would like to come back on, contact me there. If you ever need to get back to me and want to be back on there, just email me at that link, Tony, and I'll send you another link to our Discord if you're not there still. We so much want to see people come back to the Discord, but we want them to come back, and we want them to be participants and focusing on good content. When I say good content, it is not a drama Discord.
Oh, yeah!
A lot of people were dropped from the Discord because people thought a lot of them were not posting, and a lot of them weren't. They kind of like forgot the Discord. And so if you were removed from the Discord for lack of activity and you want to come back, just email me at the link above. Please email me at bichela3@gmail.com for a link to our Discord. It is no longer public. There are so few people remaining. A lot of them, Tony, were accounts that were abandoned. And we want to get more people up here. Yeah, me and my mods did run a purge manually. We purged a lot of vacant accounts. But we want to get more people back on the Discord. So if anyone wants to come on the Discord, email me. And here's 2 reasons why that's an advantage. Number 1, you have met the verification stage.
Oh, yeah!
Number 2, I know you're legit.
Oh, yeah!
And number 3, it means that you cared to actually reach out to me to ask for an invite.
Oh, yeah!
And it's a good Discord, and we want to keep it that way. You know as well as I do, the trolls are never going to send a request for an invite. They never will. And of course, Tony, if you know anybody that you think would be a good candidate for my Discord, have them email me, and I will send them a link good for one application, and they can come in. Because we do want to invite people, but we want to keep it as invitation only right now. Because it's what it takes to keep the YouTube channel going on the clean and narrow and on good standing. Apartments where I live now are over $2,500 for anything available. And where is this here, Gun Johnny? Where is this? Is that for 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom? 2 bedrooms going for about $1,200 to $1,500 in my area. And they wonder why there's such a large homeless population. But the truth is, most people cannot afford that kind of a rent. That's as much as some mortgages are. That's crazy. For a 1 or 2 bedroom, and it's in Massachusetts. That's even more crazy. Well, that's fine. I have an idea, given the price we're probably talking about, maybe more like in the metropolitan Boston area. Or maybe even Springfield, Massachusetts. But even Stockbridge, GB, they're in Great Barrington. Holy crap, I never saw much of rents were in Great Barrington until I happened to pick up the local listings. And in Great Barrington, I said, are you kidding me? This is ridiculous. You're right. $2,000 for 1 bedroom in Great Barrington, Massachusetts with cell phone service that is totally mediocre. Absolutely. And you can even get a house in many cases of rent to own. Yeah, your monthly payment might be a little more of his rent to own, but you can get a house for that. That's another option. Rent to own. Don't dismiss the possibility. Because then you slowly build up equity in your home. It's just like when you buy a TV and rent to own. Like Rent-A-Center or something, rent TV, washing machine, whatever, right? You pay for the 2 years you have the washing machine or TV, and then by the end of the 2-year term, as long as you've been paying your payments every month, the TV or week, usually it's about a week, or sometimes every 2 weeks, the TV is yours at the end of the 2-year term. That's not a bad way to go. In some cases, that might be a better way to go. Unfortunately, no. For $2,500, the apartment is not likely to be state of the art in a nice complex. It depends on the landlord. It depends on the local taxes. And of course, if the landlord's still paying his mortgage. You got to understand, the world runs on credit. And renters don't realize that they're actually paying the landlord's mortgage often, along with insurance, utility costs, taxes. The actual landlord might make as much as 25% profit on that, whereas the rest of the money is going to all your other expenses of maintaining, renting the building. And that's the way it actually works.
Oh, yeah!
And that's one of the reasons why landlords often are not really rolling in the dough as some would think they are. Renting furniture is never a good idea. Well, it depends. It depends. 1, how long are you going to stay where you are? 2, how long do you think you're going to need that furniture for? Which is related to number 1. If you're already renting an apartment, you've already planning to stay in an apartment for 1 to 2 years, and you don't want to keep it. You just return it to the rental company, which means you don't have to get a U-Haul to bring it to your new house. Because everything goes back to the factory, or everything goes back to the store. Then all you have to do is get on a bus, forget about us, and put the blame on me. Well, the fact is, if your typical revenue that you're getting out of the property is only 10 to 25% of the actual gross earnings, how can you always afford to fix anything? That's a reality of real life with landlords, guys. They're not exactly rolling in the dough as you think, because if 90% of the cost of your rental is going out to everybody else, he's paying his bills, he only gets to keep 10% of that as profit. It doesn't really give him a huge paycheck each month. It's the reality of the cost. It's the same thing with you running a drive-in movie theater. You show a movie at a drive-in movie theater, okay? 99% of the revenue that you make from the film rental goes back to the film company. You only get 1% of the take for the film. The rest of your money comes from your concessions. That means that, in essence, the movie company... So let's just keep it easy. So let's say you show a movie in a single month. I'm going to pick numbers out of my ass, okay? Just find out. Just bear with me, okay? So let's say the film rental for the month was $10,000. You get to keep 1% of that. That means that you're making only like $1,000 off the sale for the rental of the movie from ticket sales. Okay? So you still got to pay the $10,000. You're putting in, you pay them their $10,000. They give you a check back for $1,000. Okay? At the same time, you still got to pay for your mortgage, your taxes, your utilities, your business expenses, including your employees. Where does your money come from? It comes from your concessions. This is the reason why so many movie theaters closed. In the indoor theaters, it's just as bad. Because then you got to pay for heat, air conditioning, and snow removal services, because most indoor theaters are open year-round. There's not a lot of money to be made in the drive-in movie theater. It makes a little more money because you only open here in the East Coast from May until October, and then you close. So you're not open during the winter months. Unless we have installed hot shot heaters for your convenience, so you can be open year round. But that's just going to send your electric bill right as everybody turns on the hot shot heaters in their cars. But you know what? That's the reality of any kind of business. Landlords certainly no exception to that. Let's see. Tony says they were really cute. Tony, we had a vixen in our night. The cries sound like baby right outside my bedroom window. It was frightening the heck out of me. It was cute until the mama drug a fawn carcass out for breakfast. Yes, we heard crying. We thought it was caught in a trap. We saw the pups, so it was crying during the births. Got to watch the small dogs and cats here. Oh, well, Tony, she must have been late or shed. I bet Jim they wouldn't hesitate. It's interesting, though, when you talk about wild animals. But the thing is, I don't think, given what I know about landlords, you can't say that they're all bad. I mean, you can have the best personality in the world. Now, you can have the best intentions as a landlord, the landlady, when you first start out, and then all of a sudden, you get hit in the skull. Taxes, utility costs, maintenance costs, insurance costs, employee costs if it's a big enough property, and then you realize, how much do I gotta pay you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever percentage, and you're going, I'm broke. Yeah. How am I supposed to fix that roof now? I don't have any money to fix the roof because I just paid all my bills. I hate snakes. Well, yeah, but you know what dog snakes are good for? Is keeping your rodent population in check. That's really what they do. That's what snakes are good at. They're rodent exterminators, and they're good at it. I mean, snakes are not necessarily bad. If they're not causing harm, I'd say leave them alone. Yeah, but you know what, though? I know some good landlords are doing the same thing Jimmy's doing. And they explain the realities to me. They also got slum tenants. A lot of them have slum tenants. Now, we talk about the landlords. What about the tenants? We got them, too. You have slum tenants. They're tenants that do everything they can because they want a place to sleep, too. Sometimes in some communities, you don't really have much of a choice. You got slum lords and you got slum tenants. So let's pass the blame equally.
Oh, yeah!
I don't find it strange. It's rare now. A lot of landlords don't do that anymore, but there are some that do. Because this originally was a residential hotel. Yes, he could have had 10, 12 boilers in the basement, one for each tenant. Each tenant had to pay for their oil or natural gas. But it was easier to leave the system like it was instead of having to worry about setting up 12 boilers in the basement, one for each apartment. I mean, can you imagine 12 flue pipes sticking into one chimney? Talk about a pincushion. Or 7 oil tanks, because the building originally had heating oil. And by law, you can only have 2 275-gallon heating tanks in our buildings here. That means that, and given the price of heating oil, I couldn't afford it. In some cases, it works out better that way. Yes, my rent is higher in the summer and I don't get used to heat, but at least in winter, it kind of balances out because the money that he's not paying for heating or for natural gas in the summertime, heating the building, he can put that money towards heating the building in the wintertime. So in the long run, it works out in a positive way. Unless you have a major cold snap, in that case, he still ends up losing out, but that's pretty rare up here. Krista pays for her own heat. She has to pay for her own natural gas. And her own natural gas water heater in the basement. Her water cylinder. Her hot water cylinder, she pays for that herself. And her stove is gas, so she has to pay for all this is gas, so she has to pay for all that out of her own money. She gets, because she's on fixed income, she's eligible and does get the low income home energy assistance program, which is sponsored by the Connecticut Home Energy Assistance Program, or CHEAP. So, of course, since he's included in my rent, I'm not eligible for CHEAP. But in the long run, I still kind of benefit because my rent stays cheap. Well, when it was only a 640 by 360, it had to be, because otherwise you couldn't even read the chat. Now that we're streaming at 720p, I could shrink it down a bit. Sure, why not? Let's shrink it down a little bit. Now we have 720p, we could do that. You're right, we can. So let's do that. Let's shrink the chat down a bit here. I'm going to push this button here. Yeah, there you go. And we'll shrink this chat down. And we'll go to, I don't know. I don't want to go to the main donations chat. No phone. And we're going to go to the restream chat. And we'll shrink this. Is that too small now, or is that just about the right size? Because that's smaller now. So that should be better. And you can still read it on your cell phones, guys. Even though you have to have eyes like an eagle to do it. Remember, too, yes, where I sit at my desk, it's not a perfect solution. Okay, cool. I mean, on the cell phones, you still have to have eyes like an eagle to read that. Because we ended up having our video net split several times because T-Mobile went down, we're going to have to delete the live streams, and we will then upload our local copy so you can see the stream in its entirety. It's one huge video instead of lots of little pieces. I do that because nobody wants to watch part 1, part 2, part 3 videos. They like to watch them all consistently from beginning to end. So after this show ends, we are going to hide this chat on the screen. We're going to hide the live stream. And then we're going to upload our video from our local copy. And that way you'll have the complete show from beginning to end. Yeah, I understand that. Why is the chat on your screen? Is so that people on Kick can see what the YouTube people are saying. Same thing with the people on Facebook, so that people on Facebook can see what we're talking about. Or, like in this case, when we delete these live streams right now, and we upload the video from local video copy later, you can still read the side chat and know what the hell we're talking about. Because remember, the local copy does not have a copy of the chat file. So you're not going to have that file to go with the side chat, because it won't be the side chat. The screen is all you would be able to see for the chat. That's why it's important to keep it. Yes, Mojo, say hello to Facebook and Kick. We're streaming on my local Facebook, and we're streaming on our local Facebook group. We're also streaming on X, and we're streaming, of course, on Kick. And we want to make sure that people get a chance to see everything. Now that we got rid of the trolls, we don't have to worry about that crazy bullshit anymore. Absolutely. We have Kickers, Xers, and Facebookers watching. we make sure to basically cover the entire platforms so more and more people can watch the show and subscribe and be part of it. And if I eventually get AM 1610 local transmitter turned back on again, then everybody within range of my AM radio transmitter will be able to listen to the show in real time on AM radio, AM 1610. Yes, I have a local AM radio station as well. But we haven't been running for a couple years. Which means every morning at 10 a.m., you turn your AM radio to AM 1610 within the building, or you, Krista, will can get in her building, and she can listen to the morning show on her AM radio every day. I used to troll since I'm a fire-breathing dragon. Cool. I looked up what day we're talking about here. Well, go look on Facebook, you'll find us. Just look under my name, also look under the North American Snow Queen group. The North American Snow Queen. We're live right now on the North American Snow Queen group. So yes, Tiger Kitty, AM 1610 is actually my local radio station transmitter frequency for yardcasting. It's only 100 milliwatts. But you know what? We turned it off a couple years ago because there really wasn't anyone listening to it. That'd be like giving up your YouTube channel. But you know what? The difference is it's yardcasting. It goes throughout the whole building. And eventually I'm going to turn it back on. But I couldn't have it on when Ed was here because of Ed's mouth. I didn't want to start getting $3,000 fines from the FCC for foul language. That's more money gone. More money gone. More money gone. I'm broke again. Because you think a yardcaster can't get fined for violation of proper language? Guess again, people. Yes, they can. Even though it's a Part 15, it doesn't matter. You can still be fined by the FCC. When we first started going live, we were broadcasting at AM 1610 WPRC, Pink Rose Radio, every day. We used to broadcast our show every morning, every night, every afternoon on WPRC AM 1610 in Winstead. So you see, we were already a thing. On real radio, too. Why do you think AM 1610 comes from? It's a carryover from my live radio shows where I used to do on live radio. I make sure to cover myself and make sure people know where I am at all times so you can't miss me. Oh, speaking of shrinking the chat, yeah, why don't we shrink the blue box down, too? Shrink the blue box. Yeah, because it always cuts your head off. It does, yeah. Okay, let's shrink the blue box. Donate channel link. There you go. Let's shrink the blue box. Some Slim Fast on you. Thank you. Now I'll slide this over a bit. By the way, where's the kick link symbol? Yeah, where's kick links? Where's the blue square and the kick links? Well, I got the kick panel on there. I don't see the letter K. I don't either. But I see everything else, though. Yeah, let me take a look if I can find out where my kick links is here. Okay, here's the kick links. Kick followers. Viewers. That's interesting. It doesn't show it on the screen. By the way, guys, we still only got 61 people on Kick. When are we going to get to 85 people?
Oh yeah!
Come on, guys. Only 24 short. Don't forget, we're having a live show tonight at 8 or 7 o'clock on Kick. 7 o'clock tonight is the live show. We'd love to see you over there on Kick tonight. Please come to our Kick channel. Read our comment above. Why is someone else stealing your channel? What do you mean stealing my channel? What I found on Google is Los Alamos Emergency Massive Radio Broadcast. What do you mean? This is what I found on Google. Los Alamos Emergency Massive Channel broadcasts on 16 a.m. Because technically, don't forget, PRC is not actually letters that are defined by the FCC, call letters. That's why we just call ourselves Pink Rose Communications. But the fact is, for the short term, is PRC. WPRC, because we're east of Mississippi. So if somebody else has got the letters from PRC, there's nothing I can do about it. Where are all the DJs went before BBC Radio? For Silvermoon, that didn't work on Earth. AM 1610 Silvermoon Radio is based on my actual live broadcasting radio station that was actually transmitted in this building. It was a yardcasting Part 15 100 milliwatt station. It started out from the days when I was running a small Part 15 AM radio station. Thanks to recommendation by one of our congressmen, he said, why don't you start broadcasting on the internet? Because you don't have $3,000 to file for getting a license and then getting a site fee and survey fee and location license. He said, why don't you go ahead and just start doing your show on the internet? And I said, that's not a half bad idea. That's what we did. Right. That's right. Los Alamos is New Mexico. But you know, it's funny though, when you actually did tune into the radio when I was on, is it was the only AM radio station in Winston that actually played music. And I mean, we didn't have a huge following of people. But there were people that did tune in the building. Because they loved the fact that they could tune us on the radio and listen to music on the AM band. And they loved that. They thought it was totally nice to be able to hear a radio station radio that wasn't Rush Limbaugh. No, the frequency is not owned by anybody. For radio, frequencies were given by God for us to use to spread the good news. Right. Well, right now, I gotta use the bathroom and stuff like that. But just remember, guys, tonight at 7 p.m. on Kick, we're having a night show. So 7 p.m. tonight is the Kick show. And welcome everybody to come. Please do come. It will be on Kick only. So please do go to the Kick channel because I really got to use the bathroom. And it's almost time to wrap it up anyway. So just want to say, come to Kick. Come where the fun is. Also, please do check out the Patreon page because that's where all the Kick replays are as well. So you can't miss anything. If it's a show worthy of salvaging, we'll save it on Patreon as well. For $1 a month, you get access to all the new content. So for now, I bid you guys adieu. I'll talk to you guys later tonight at 7 o'clock on Kick. Have a nice day, guys. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody.